Hi everyone, we're here to do another flower. I love doing these. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pipe this one. I'm going to do more like a fairy flower, but we'll see how it comes out because I am going to switch it up just a little bit. I have 7 ounces of resin. This is a new mold and I'm really not 100% sure how much it takes, but I've mixed up 7 ounces and I can make something else if I've got too much. We'll see. I am using craft resin. It's a 1-to-1 resin, meaning you mix the same amount together of A and B. And it's low viscosity, which is important to know for certain effects. All right, so my first one, I am using Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Green Apple. Oh, I divided it equally amongst my cups. And I'm just doing 5 drops. These get crusty at the top. Gotta clean that up. All right. So there's the green apple. I'm just doing it pale. Next, I'm doing mystery blue. Open it off to the side to avoid getting the crunchies in there. It doesn't want to open. There, I got it. Don't want to get crunchies in there. Then you have like drops of color. 5 again. The lid doesn't even want to go back on. I'm going to have to clean that one off. This blue has like a purplish tint to it that I like. I love purple. You could add purple to everything and I'd be happy. Next, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to use 5 drops of Smurf. And I'm also going to use a scoop of my Magic Diamond Blue from Laura's Art Corner. And you could get, in the United States, Octopus Fluids from Laura's Art Corner. I'm just going to take just a little bit of it, pop it in for when I stir. Add some shimmer and some fun to this rather than doing like, sometimes I'll do a mica powder for my flower because it does add some shimmer. Here, let's take a look. See how pretty? I love Smurf anyway. It's such a great color. All right, and the white we are using, I'm using Let's Resin Ocean White. You'll see me use it a lot. Let's hope I have it on its side long enough. Oh, yep. All right, I'm going to do about a pea-sized drop. I'm running out of it, so I have to keep it on my side so it'll come out. Sometimes I mix the colors with you, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like you to see what I'm doing. And sometimes you don't really need to. This it's too milky, too skim milky, I think. I had about 2 ounces of resin in here, so it's just not enough, I don't think. So let's go ahead and put just a tad more in. We don't want to make it too heavy though. Now I gotta come back out of the bottle. All right, put a little bit more in there. Just a little whiter is what we want it. Now with this, I'm not doing any temperature. You don't have to worry about the temperature of your resin. It's not blooming. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a little whiter. Or at least I feel better about it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dump our colors in. And I am going to try to pour them in a certain way, but they all end up coming together. So if this doesn't go exactly as you want, it's okay. I hope you guys are pouring along with me. Dribbled a little on this bottle. I don't need to make these any worse than they are. All right. So now my sparkly Smurf. And I'm going to go back to my green. The last bit of the green in the center. You can tell I didn't mix my color very well. Look at that. Always mix your colors well. That's okay though. I don't think in this, I think it'll all end up coming together anyway. Try to mix it a little. How's that? That's okay. All right, now our sparkly again. I'm going to go up along the side. The sparkles do tend to come into the center anyway. Looks like I could have used more resin, huh? 7 ounces wasn't quite enough, I don't think. But that's okay. For what we're doing, it doesn't matter. Give it a little hit of heat, get rid of any bubbles that were created by pouring. Got my piping bag. My white ready to go. Now I do want to try to get 2 different effects going. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a ring. Or a couple rings. So in between the sparklies, I'm gonna pour kind of a heavy ring. And I'm gonna go around a couple times. All right. And then inside that glitter, I'm gonna start my little dots. So it's not right up to the white rings that I did. And I'm doing sort of a decent sized drop, right? I'll have to go a little bit further in there. And I'm not doing it perfectly. I find if you fuss with that too much, you really just stress yourself out. The resin really does a lot on its own. I've tried to make designs in the center with the dots and everything, and I just end up spending a lot of time working with the resin, and it just does what it wants. If I see that my dots are lining up too much, I do try to change my spacing up a little. All right. Then I'm just going to go look and see if I have any lined up too much, and I'll add some. Like I don't see. Oop, dropped a drop where I didn't want it. It's coming out really fast this second. That's okay. I can go faster. Maybe not with the light in my eyes, but I can. There's a lot over there, so I don't know that I need as much. Just don't want to waste my white, so I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more dots. But then I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm not going to add a clear push or anything like that. I want it to be flowerish, so I'm just not going to mess with it. And I'm hoping that the drops will just drop. I had a center picked out, but I went away from that. All right, let's give it another shot of heat. And then we're just going to let it work. And we'll be back when it's ready to unmold. All right, let's see how this worked out. I did see that the white, which was heavier, pushed more on this side. So I think my center was off because of that, but let's check it out. Oh, wow. Look at that. And I love that the blue glitter didn't go all to the center. That just looks so cool.